the thing is, not only that, but the military has to instill a black and white mentality for you to do the job that you do. And they don't want you to think in gray, And then it's like, I mean, for me, after doing stuff long enough with and for the agency, you just start to go, oh, this is way, way different than I thought. You start to see behind the curtain and you're just like, dude, this is not what I thought it was. We're not who I thought we were. We're not doing it for the reasons, it just gets a lot more complicated. And then it takes that innocence of the black and white nature of the world away, because you realize it's not, and again, that as we talked about earlier, that over time, that just continues to grow to where now I see why veterans of wars, I see why veterans, when they're older, feel a certain way. It's like I'm starting to be that guy, and I'm like, oh my God. And then you judge yourself because you're like, I never thought I would be, And it's just, what's crazy to me is I see the warrior's journey. It's this journey, and everyone's on the same journey. We're just all at different parts. And it's like, I look at a kid joining now, and dude, they ask me, want to join this, and they ask me questions, and it's so hard, dude. I know you feel the same way, because it's like, part of me wants to be like, don't do it.
Mm-hmm.
Don't do it. It's a trap. And the other part of me knows that if given the chance,
Dude,
I'd do the
100%.
exact same thing over again.
It gave so much. It took away so much, but it gave so much. And we're the type of people that don't focus on what it took away. We focus on what it gave.
And that's the thing. So it's like, part of me wants to tell those kids, run, go live your life, man. Go, go do this. And then the other part of me is like, I would do the same thing. And then I just end up telling them how to go about it, because I know where they're at. I've been there. It's one of my favorite scenes. And, well, I think it could have been done a lot better, but it's one of the scenes in Deer Hunter when it's the SF guy at the bar, and he's just like, freaking talking shit to them because he sees, them pre-going to Vietnam, and he's just like, again, I think that scene could have been a lot better, but it's a great, they're like enamored by him, and he's disgusted by them because he knows what they're gonna go through, and it's a very powerful scene, but yeah. So if you're thinking about joining,
you can sign up at 1-800.
You can sign up. Here's a.
We got the recruiter's information linked down below.
Yeah, we'll just say this: do what you want to do, but no matter what, don't trust your recruiter. Just don't believe him.
We got to end this, but I can't help but to ask. Like, part of one of my biggest insecurities with my military career was not going to selection. I even as I got out, I was went to the Denver Police Department, and then I was in that year they gave me the inactive or the active guard or whatever.
Yeah.
So I was doing the guys going to SFAS pre-selection for the guard unit.
Yeah.
And I was like, guard guys can go to selection.
You can go without even being in.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think now I could do it. I don't think now I could do. My body would.
Well, yeah. I mean that, yeah.
But I honestly think that tipping point was only like 2 years ago, before, and maybe I can get back if I trained and stuff. But my question then is, do you think it would have? Did it give you the sense that you were good enough?
I already knew what you were going to say. No.
Yeah.
So I have a buddy. This is a true story. This will blow your mind. I have a buddy. He has been there since 2004. there.
Damn.
Been in the military since 97.
Gosh, damn.
Say. He has over 45 deployments.
I didn't even know that was possible.
Over 20 years. 45. Well, actually, more than that, because he was deploying with Ranger Battalion before he was there. But 40, like Syria, you name it. He's been everywhere. He's done everything. He got put in for Medal of Honor. He got dropped down to a DSC. I'm pretty confident he's got to be, if not the highest awarded soldier right now, he's got to be top 5, right? He's done everything, literally everything. Actually, his most impressive accomplishment is that he's been in since 97 and he's never had an admin job.
That's insane.
Yeah, which he got put in for a Medal of Honor, and I was like, you know, what's more impressive than you getting put in a Medal of Honor is you never had any job. And he goes, yeah, you're right. It's a good point. But here's my point. He's not enough for him. There's other stuff he wanted to do. He's now getting out because his body is fucked. But, dude, he had things that he wanted to do. He had other things that he's like, oh, I want to do that. I want to do that. And I told him 10 years ago, I'm like, dude, make a list of the rest of the stuff you want to do. And then when you hit that, get out. And he hit it. And guess what he did? He added more to the list.
Mm.
And then he hit that. And then he added more. You'll never be enough. If he's not enough, we're just not people that will ever hit that. Like for me, you know, I wasn't there as long as I wanted to be. I was going to retire. I was going to stay there till I hit 20. And I got, you know, hurt, and then I medically retired. And I don't feel enough with what I did there. Like, you know, everyone that stayed in did 100 more deployments than I did. So I can tell you, man, it doesn't matter.
Well, thank you for that.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
It
would just be another thing that you would think would be enough, and then it wouldn't be. And, you know, the other thing too is like it's also wherever you go, you continue to see the next level. Or maybe not the next level, just other options, if that makes sense. And your just awareness of what you could do expands, and you go, oh, I want to do that. And like he did everything you could do there, and then there was some other things, and it'll never be enough. And whenever people say that about, you know, I should have gone. If you did, you just would have put off. Where you are now would just be, you know, 3, 4, whatever years from now. Actually, more than 4, because you'd have to probably stay in an additional 4. So, no, it wouldn't have changed anything. I promise you.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, I promise you. And the other thing too is it's not that place, that job, those courses. I saw many people that were great guys, great warriors, that for whatever reason that, you know, they couldn't complete that process, but it had no relevance to who they were as people. And that's kind of the bigger thing, is that place, that it has no relation to who you are. None at all.
Yeah,
I mean, it just has a relation to a very specific thing, but that specific thing has nothing to do with you as a person. It has to do with you very specifically in being what they want you to be. And I could tell you, I was not built for that place. I can tell you that right now. I just wasn't. I was a black sheep.
Really? Okay. First, I want to say that what you just said not only means a lot to me, but I know for a fact 100% certain. I know the exact guy that this is going to mean a lot to. And he's an amazing human. And he's a, long-time Green Beret, stud, didn't make it through the process. And I know that you just talked to him personally. So thank you for that.
Yeah.
It's not just me. There's a lot of Green Berets out there that, and probably Rangers and probably a lot of just people that didn't make the cut. And you just talk to them personally and let them know that, like, even someone who did, first of all, could be a black sheep. But second of all, that it's like even you guys in this position of such high esteem and high regard could say that this doesn't have anything to do with who you are.
No, and look, I think the reason that doesn't happen is because of what we all struggle with. I think everyone from the special operations community struggles with being enough. So I think once you're there, if you haven't really accepted that you'd be enough whether you were there or not, it's easy to act like you're enough because you got there. But in reality, it doesn't mean anything.
It's still in here.
Yeah, it's still in there. And I mean, I'll say it, like, look, that place is great at what it is. It's a phenomenal organization. But I don't think it's the measure of a warrior. I don't think any unit could measure that. And don't get me wrong, without a doubt, some of the most amazing warriors I've seen are there.
Right.
They weren't me, but I saw them.
They were.
But again, I don't think a couple courses or an organization structure or mission or anything has the ability or right to measure a man.